everybody. Today we're going to do a shoulder and neck sort of tension, release, stretch kind of thing. This is actually a great warm-up if you're going to go do arm work or if you just happen to have a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders. You might need some kind of pad or pillow. Okay, we're going to start out with a diagnostic just to see where we are. So to start out with, I just want you, and you might want to do this in front of a mirror so you can actually see. You're just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I want this to be free and not robotic, okay? It should be free. You're breathing, it's all good, your hands are just flopping. You're not controlling this. Okay, next one, the head drop. Just like you're turning off a light switch, you're just going to drop your head. There should almost be a double bounce. You're going to drop. Don't control it. Softly up and drop. Softly up. So it's not a robotic controlled lowering. It's a drop. And up. Last one. Drop. And up. Next one. Chicken wings. Hands are dangling and you're just softly slapping your waistline. Can you do this? If you can't do this, this is tension. This is neurological tension in your neck and shoulders. A more advanced chicken wings is walking. If you can't do basic chicken wings, you can't do the more advanced one. So how is this? Each time you slap your waist, it is not control. It's free motion. Okay, so there's your diagnostic. You have some sense of where you are. We're going to do that again at the end. You're going to have a piece of wall here. We're just going to do some roll downs. My knees are bent. I'm about a foot or so from the wall. Not too concerned with what's happening down there, except I am pressing into my feet. Got some support down there. I'm going to bring my head back against the wall if it goes easily. If you have forward head or a lot of tension in that upper back, don't worry about it. Hands are dangling. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're just going to roll through. Let those hands and head dangle. This should feel good. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, you're going to roll back up. I am pressing into my feet. You could even squeeze your butt. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to roll down. Why are we warming up our back if we're doing neck and shoulders? Oh, they're all related. Exhale, rolling up. That wall is giving you some feedback. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down. So you're going to feel your spine going into that wall a little bit. If you have a foam roller, you could do this against a foam roller. Rolling up. Again, we're trying to release tension, so don't try too hard here. Exhale, rolling down. Last one, rolling up. Okay, good. Now here's the part where you might need a pad. If you have forward head pretty bad or a lot of tension here and you cannot, again, my feet are away from the wall, so I'm pressing myself. If you cannot get your head all the way back against the wall comfortably, easily, you're going to grab a little pad. Again, I use these dollar store gardening pads. I love these. You could use 2 or 3, or you could use a pillow or whatever. You're going to put that behind your head so that you can easily get your head back against that wall. If you've got the mobility and you can do it without. All good. My ribs did not flare out. I still have them back. Now, I'm going to let the hands dangle. The chin is tucked, by the way. You're going to press your head back into the wall. It's not a death grip. It's just a little engagement of muscles and release. Notice I'm not lifting my chin to do this. I'm going straight back and release. This is a tension releaser. And 2 more. Press back and release. And last one. And release. Okay, you can leave your feet here. You can get rid of that pad. Or you could come up to full standing. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to sort of split the difference. But I do have my sacrum against the wall. I'm trying to get my ribs against the wall. And that's kind of where it's at. The ribs are what we're going to particularly pay attention to here. You're going to start with one arm at a time. My palm is facing in, so I'm going to go thumb back to the wall. I'm just going to lift that arm up. I'm going for a shoulder girdle stretch here. Now, the cheats are ribs popping way far forward. Keep that back. Or up here. It's not what we want. So we want ribs to stay back. We want this to stay soft and open. And you're going to bring your arm up. You're going to see, maybe you can touch your thumb to the wall. Maybe you can't. Narrower is harder than a Y. Start with a Y. Maybe you don't get that thumb all the way back there. That's fine. And bring it down. So again, we're going for a shoulder girdle stretch. Keep those ribs back. Whether or not you touch the wall is really not super important. And down. This should not hurt. If you have shoulder impingements or this just feels yucky or just doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't do it. 2 more. Try to make it soft. Try to make it easy, though there should feel some stretching going on there. Don't let that shoulder come up. You're not helping yourself. Last one. You could still have that pad behind your head if that feels good. Good. And release that. Other side. Again, we got to keep these ribs back. We got to keep this open. And you're going to reach back. Your arms are going to be different, my friends. This one is much tighter for me. I'm not getting anywhere near the wall unless I cheat. That's fine. I don't need to touch the wall. I need to open my shoulder. Notice my arm is straight or straight-ish, right? Hopefully straight. And reaching. Woo! Are you breathing? Hopefully. How about 3 more? I don't know. I didn't count. Did you? Maybe you did. Again, this should not hurt. It should feel stretchy. It should feel like you're opening things up. If it hurts, do not do it. You can go wider, but find the work. How many more? I need a counter. How about last one? With each repetition, you might get closer to the wall. Again, that's not the goal, but it's a indicator. Good. Okay. Woo. All right. Next one is called face the wall. So I'm gonna turn my back to you. Okay. So we're gonna start out. I'm gonna put your palms on the wall, and then you're gonna rotate back of the hands to the wall. Okay. Now, again, this is a shoulder opener. You're going to start to walk towards the wall. Again, narrower is more difficult than wide. You may not be able to get the back of your palms on the wall. That's fine. You can put the edge of your hand on the wall. Oh, right here, it just feels great. It's a shoulder opener. That's what we're going for. Again, what could go wrong? As you're facing the wall, here's my wall. I could poke my ribs out. Now I'm taking it in the back. I'm just cranking, just compressing those vertebrae. I'm not opening my shoulders. So that's not what we want. So we want to keep those ribs back. We want to keep this long and soft. You could pull your pubic bone forward to lengthen that out, right? So that's one thing. Second thing, of course, here's my wall. This. You're not doing yourself any good. So what can I do if I can't really get into this very far? I could come farther from the wall. Again, I could have more edge of the hand on the wall. That's fine. As my shoulders get more open, I can come closer. I can even rest my head against the wall if that feels good. But I'm working on getting this rotation, external rotation of this shoulder socket. That's what we're working on here. You should have been holding this the whole time I was talking, by the way. Are you breathing? You can also do this one arm at a time. So you can put the back of your arm and you could sort of help yourself and traction that a little bit. But we don't don't have to do that. Let's just hang out here for a couple more breaths. Again, don't crank your back. Don't let your shoulders come up, so keep those as soft as you can. They might come up a little bit, but you should definitely be feeling some opening in the shoulders. By the way, if you feel tingly fingers, you're going too intensely, so back off a little bit. Maybe open your hands a little bit, maybe walk away from the wall a little bit, maybe come out of it. Okay, now let's all come out of it. You're going to rotate your palms to face the wall. Let's slowly bring them down and just come out of it. All these stretches, come out slowly. Just let your body readjust. Okay, good. Now, we're going to do some internal rotation. That was external rotation. You're going to put your palm facing forward. I like to put it at about, 45-degree angle, maybe. What I need to pay attention to is this, because I'm going to rotate my palm to face behind me. What could happen is this. It's not really getting me anything. So I need to hold this. I need to keep that in place. Again, do it in front of a mirror, people. Keep that in place and rotate that bone in the socket. If it hurts, don't do it. Breathing. And release. Again, I'm not letting the head of this humerus, I'm not letting it roll forward. I'm going to hold that in place and rotate. So I'm thinking about this bone. Yeah, this stuff is rotating too, but I'm really focusing on that rotating. You might feel a little bit of a nerve stretch. That's okay. What's the difference between too tingly and a nerve stretch? Similar, but tingly feels like it's going to sleep, right? Nerve stretch, this is the last one. Nerve stretch feels also a little tingly, but it's almost more of a cold feeling. Don't hold a nerve stretch very long. Like I'm getting a little bit of a nerve stretch here. That's fine. Okay. Other side. Palm faces forward. I hold this humeral head in place. This is your humerus, right? And we rotate to face the palm. So I'm rotating that way. Did my shoulder come up or forward? I'm trying not to. I'm not facing a mirror. Maybe you are, hopefully. And come out. And again, we rotate. Don't hold your breath. You should feel this. It should be hard to know where you feel it because these are small muscles deep inside there. It should be like, wow, I feel it everywhere. Good. 2 more. Rotate. Breathing. And release. Last one. Rotate. And release. Good. You're going to turn your head to the right. I want you to keep that left shoulder back. I'm gently pressing with my fingers. And center, other side. I'm feeling all of these. Nice little stretch there. Not too intense, but nice. And 1 more each side. Keep breathing. And back. And other side. Because otherwise I get this, yeah? Which doesn't do me any good. Okay, release. Good. Whew. Diagnostic. Up and down, up and down. Does it feel freer? Does it feel less tense? Less robotic? That's what we want. Whew. Okay, now chicken wings. Hands are dangling. Oh. Feels so much freer. Walking. Head drop. And 2 more. And let your hands be heavy. And last one. Take a big inhale, fill up with air. And on your exhale, just let go. And again, inhale. And whoosh. Last one. And whoosh. Thank you, my friends. I hope your shoulders feel better. Mine do.